Now exercise number 4, you press the number 4 on the top of the keyboard. It will highlight in orange exercise number 4. Now this program requires a little bit of tutoring to get started. Unfortunately, we've pre-programmed or conditioned the player to react very quickly to the images that he's seen on the screen. Exercise number 4 is a total different exercise altogether. It's not measuring your reaction time as how quickly you can press the key, but more of how fast your brain can process the images. So what you're going to see now is when you press the space bar to start the program, you're going to see 2 images appear. Dog and a cat, cat and a dog, 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 cat, cat. It'll be some random sequence of 2 images flashing onto the screen. The objective is to wait until you see both images appear before you do anything. So let's start the program. I'm going to press the space bar, dog, cat. So now I'm going to press right shift key, left shift key, dog, cat, cat, cat. Press the left shift key twice. Dog, dog, right shift key twice. Once again, speed is not involved with this exercise. It's just a matter of making sure you see both of the images and remember what you saw when the images disappear. Now, when you get 5 in a row right, which I just did, dog, cat, the duration of the image flash will progressively get shorter. So each time you get 5 right, the image will stay on the screen 10% less than the previous demonstration. Cat, dog. So notice that was the 10th success. Therefore, the duration time shortened by 10%. And this exercise keeps up for 12 minutes. And every time you get 5 in a row right, once again, the reaction time gets shorter and the interval between the images gets shorter. Okay, now after 6 minutes of playing the program, my times have dropped now to about 4/10 of a second for the duration of the image and 4/10 of a second for the interval between the images. So these will keep getting faster and faster. The more I get right, the faster those images will appear on the screen. So each time I get 5 right, the duration drops and the interval between the images will get faster. Now we're down to about 0.35 for the duration of each image. Now after 11 minutes of playing the program, I'm down to about 2/10 of a second for the image duration and the image flash. And we've been through almost 129 different images appearing on the screen. So as you progress through the 12 minutes of this program, you'll see that the images are getting much, much faster than when we started, which were 0.8 of a second. And now we're down to under 2/10 of a second. The beauty of the program is if the player gets more than 2 wrong out of 5, the image duration and interval will stretch out. It will get longer to accommodate an 80% success rate. Now, once we've been through that program for 12 minutes, once again, you're seeing the reaction time and cognitive time being displayed on the right-hand side of the screen. Now, one of the nice features of this program is that if you want to play exercise number 4 again, you just log on to the program. It remembers who you were by your name. You select number 4, exercise number 4. And when you start this program again, it remembers where you left off. So you don't have to start from 0.8 of a second for the duration and the interval. It will pick up exactly where you left off so that the images will get extremely fast now very quickly. So if I press the space bar to start, you'll see it's picking up exactly where I left off from the last time I played the program. We're just under 0.2 of a second for the duration and the interval. Once again, for each 5 in a row that I get right, the image duration will shorten. However, if I do get 2 in a row wrong, it will stretch back out to slow down again. The nice thing about this program is you can't possibly beat it. This thing will get so fast that it'll overdrive your brain. So it wants you operating at about a rate of 80% efficiency. It wants you to get 1 out of every 5 wrong, and it'll keep you at that level by speeding up or slowing down to maintain your processing speed as being about 80% efficient. Now, after only 15 minutes of total playing time on this exercise, I'm down now to just over 1/10 of a second image duration and image interval. So you can see now the images are getting very fast, very close together. What this is doing is forcing my brain to see that second image. As you're staring at the screen, you will always see the first image. And if you take too long to make a decision, if you say that first image was a dog, you will totally miss the second image. So the objective is to stay focused on that screen to make sure you catch the second image. And that's where the processing speed of the brain comes into play. So if you keep saying to yourself as you watch it, cat, cat. There we go. Cat, dog. Now the images will start to appear so fast you can't really tell which one you saw first. And that's really the key here, is you have to separate in your brain which one you saw first and which one you saw second. And that's where the processing speed of the brain really comes into play. After 19 minutes of playing time, I'm down to 0.06 of a second for duration and interval. You'll notice that the images are getting extremely fast, which once again, this forces you to focus on that screen very intently to make sure you catch that second image. All right, now after 22 minutes of playing time, we're down to about 0.04 of a second for duration and image. Now at the end of that program, we were running at about 0.03 of a second for the duration and just about 0.03 of a second for the interval between the images. Once again, the limit on the program runs under 0.02 of a second. So the images even get faster and faster as we go. So that's the objective of the game, is to increase the processing speed, to force the student to stay focused on the screen, and to increase his reaction time and processing speed so that he can see both of those images and respond accordingly. Thank you.